Hi, my name is Nev the Elemental and let's talk about orcs. I talk about everything nearly on this channel, so don't forget to like, comment and hit that subscribe button. The very first time I heard that Warhammer 40k setting has orcs, to be honest, I was less than happy and kind of disappointed. I was thinking to myself, in a setting with gods and cycles and living robots and an always evolving hive mind, why should I be excited about orcs? I didn't know that soon orcs would be one of my favorite faction in all of fiction. To be honest, I had good reason to be less than interested with the name orc. In most fiction, when you hear orcs, they are most likely a spectrum between Shrek and the Hulk. Orcs are mostly just some dude, if so much asteroid in his system that it made his skin turn color. Here are some examples. In the Lord of the Rings movies, orcs are just some dudes that everybody assume they are evil, because they are ugly. There is no more to them. I mean, they are not even that much stronger than a normal warrior. I think they are just easier to reproduce. They are generic and disposable, and they are someone you should never feel bad about them dying. Next example. In World of Warcraft, orcs are one step better. They are not as dumb and as savage as orcs in Lord of the Rings. They build their own city, they have their own governing body, and they fight for themselves. In the World of Warcraft settings, orcs are kind of just humans, but a little bigger, with a funny accent sometimes. And they are someone you can connect emotionally with, and even root for. They are not one-dimensional, and they are surely not cannon fodder for a wizard. They all have their own personalities and their own agendas. Here is another example that makes it slip up in my opinion. In Dungeons & Dragons, you can make some amazing character with orcs. And because you are not limited, the range of character is infinite. Inventor orc, paladin's orc, politician orc, blacksmith orc, librarian orc, orc that sells sweets, orc that makes toys, orc that makes dolls, gothic emo orc that likes rock and roll, gothic emo orc that doesn't like rock and roll. And this makes orcs in D&D have more of a character than grim buff dudes. And there are orcs in 40k. I remember that I saw a video about the introduction to orc faction. To be honest, I wasn't interested, but my ADHD brain was like, oh, a new thing to be obsessed about. The video started with orc fighting. I was rolling my eyes, like of course they do. Orcs like melee more than range. Typical. And then I got to the part about the reproduction system. I was thinking, when we all know how orcs reproduce, like every other mammal. And then the video dropped a piece of information. Orcs do not have genitals. These guys are literally the Kens of 40k. I was shocked. I was like, this is new? So I found that next that they reproduce like mushrooms and they spread spores. These guys can spread spores even when they are killed. I was like, oh, color me interested. One of the most amazing things about the process of reproduction is that even if the enemy faction wins and kills all the orcs, they cannot use the planet for a long time, or ever for that matter, because orc squads become breeding grounds to make, or should I say grow, more orcs. So they have to kind of burn or nuke the planet after the fight with orcs. I was fascinated to know that orcs are not even mammals in this setting. They are kind of a sentient plant life. The next thing I found out is that they have a kind of superpower, that when their race believes in something, it comes true. I was a little disappointed to learn that this power is more like a small boost than a full-on power that can change whole galaxy in an instant. But it is still cool. For example, they believe that the red cars go faster, and the red cars do actually go faster. This was an amazing idea to add a race that is kind of butt of the jokes in every other fictional setting. I heard this idea recently that because orcs are engineered for war, it is not they have actually any magical abilities. But in the back of their brain, when they make cars and know that the car is going to go fast, they subconsciously would love to paint as red. It was a cool idea, but I like it more when they have literal reality-bending power that no other race has access to. It definitely makes them far more interesting. The other fun thing that I found out about the orcs recently is that none of them actually have hair. And the thing on top of their heads is not part of them and is fully separate creature on its own. I think they are called squibs, and the orcs would grow them like their pets. That is so cruel. All in all, what Warhammer setting did to orcs make them come out of the shadow for me. They are no longer one-dimensional, just kill them and don't think about it kind of creatures. They have their own culture and their own way of life, and they are hard to fight against. As I said, I'm new to 40k settings, but already orcs have made their way into my top 3 factions. First would be Necrons, second would be the Trinids, third would be the Orcs, and fourth are the Black Templars. Hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any funnier stories or facts about the Orcs, comment them for me. I absolutely love to read them. See ya!